when you are in the thick of the flow. You get glimpses of that plan. Trust in the plan, my love. Yo, mad respect to surfers. I never tried it before. Today, I got a free lesson because Grace let me use her credit. She works at a surf school. That shit is hard. So, my arms are absolutely gonna be sore as fuck tomorrow. I was gonna talk about how easy it is to get caught up in all the things, but all the things that we have to do. Being in music, having to create schedules and deadlines and promo and roll out, in addition to creating the music itself. It can feel like a lot. In the realm of climate activism, that's just a whole other ballgame because soil pollution, water pollution, air pollution, and all of these systemic corruptions that perpetuate them. So what I wanted to focus on and bring attention to is that what I've been doing lately is rather than focusing all of my energy onto the plans themselves, though they are there as a structure, I'm putting my energy into getting myself into the state where the plans are naturally unfolding. So taking extra time to nourish myself and to do my practice and to be in nature, because when I've paid my rent, rest, exercise, nutrition, and positive thinking, I'm already in a state of I'm just gonna automatically do the things that are right for my path out of a natural inclination. I don't have to fight myself or force myself, bribe myself, or threaten myself. I'm just doing the things that I'm meant to do naturally because I'm in the flow of Krishna's plan. An amazing devotee who I look up to very much said, I asked her a question, how do you know if you're interpreting Krishna's plan for you correctly, especially if the plan changes? And she said, maybe you're doing too much interpreting, right? You have to be quick to pivot. Yeah, we do so much interpreting when we're not in the state of just natural devotion to Krishna. Today's the full moon, and I was feeling it yesterday. I was thinking, please tell me my period is coming tomorrow, because why am I feeling so intensely anxious and sad about situations in life that I can't control? But performing with Grace and singing our song, it's just such a portal when I'm singing a song that I wrote in devotion to Krishna, about devotion to Krishna. Boom, we're back there. I've renewed my contract with my purpose. That's how it always feels at a live show. It's like, oh yeah, community, music, it's all important, and pursuing your passions and doing it in devotion. It's like you know these things consciously, but these events throughout time. Oh, hi, Chicky. I got a little visitor. Hi. Like, in the last episode, I was mentioning how grateful I am to be done with school, which I am, because it was a really hard time, and now I feel like I've been able to heal so much. I'm really glad that I set up these travels after graduation very intentionally to be a transition period into this new phase where I'm not on anyone else's schedule. But so I did a lot of healing, and I did a lot of learning and growing as I was hoping I would. But yesterday, when I was going through it, I was like, why am I still upset? I'm in Hawaii. There's no reason to be upset. You're in paradise, right? Panic attack in paradise. But then going through the cycle again and coming to the realizations that I know in my core are true, and that's what drives me. I just remembered there's always going to be the cycles of the moon. I'm very susceptible to the moon. I got a Scorpio moon. Cancer rising. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and your rising planet. So rising planet is moon. Moon is in Scorpio. That means Scorpio rules my chart. So I feel the moon heavily. That's water. That's emotion. So even though I'm past this phase of schooling and discipline and pain, grief, loss, there's still going to be the phases of the moon. There's still going to be the phases of the stars. And there's still going to be the phases of the gods. So I'm really grateful that the energy is always going to be churning. Because when I wanted to sit down and talk to you today, it was going to be about just preparing yourself and optimizing yourself for your service. Just getting into the mind state, taking care of yourself, doing all the things that make you shine, make your dharma obvious through your pure inclinations that can only happen when you clean the surface of your heart, you know? Also, vegan chocolate crepe, going crazy right now. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about simply preparing yourself for your service in all of the many ways that can happen. But the realization that I had last night really encouraged me to add that it's not as simple as that, and that there's always phases and ups and downs, and that it's not so much about finding a perfect discipline that's the same every day, but it's taking the toolkit so that no matter what phase of the moon you're in, or your emotions, or the stars, or whatever you want to call it, your mood swings, hormones, the pendulum swing, anything. You have something to fall back on and something to challenge your thoughts. Because now I'm in the phase where I'm feeling so ripe and I'm feeling so grateful and feeling so present. So the feeling that I'm always gonna figure it out and I'm right on my path and I'm close to my heart is easy. But just yesterday, feeling that way was really difficult and I had to combat it a lot. So trust in the flow. I think about our role in the next 100 years as the climate is changing to a time, last time there was this much carbon in the atmosphere, the ocean was 30 meters higher. So thinking about our role as humans, as devotees, as servants to assist that transition of humanity into a new carbon cycle we've never been a part of before. And it's really easy to let that spin me into rajas, into being pretty manic. But something really important for me, and it's delicate balance, because it's easy to just say it's all Maya, it's all the material world, whatever's gonna happen, we don't need to have a part in it, I can just sit here and meditate. At the same time, there is truth in that. There is a plan for the world, for the earth. She's way smarter than us. The sustainer of the universe is way smarter than us. We're not the sustainers. And we all have our part to play in that plan. But ultimately, whatever we think the plan is only going to happen if it's actually the plan, if that makes sense. So, trying to be somewhat detached to the results, that's the goal. So, I hope you enjoy today's realizations and stay hydrated, my forest fairies. You can learn a lot from the ocean.